Have you ever gotten a glimpse of something out of the corner of your eye? A simple movement caught in your peripheral vision? Most will simply dismiss this as a shadow brought about by a flickering candle, or perhaps a pet jumping down from a piece of furniture. 99 out of 100 times, these people are right. But then there's that one elusive sight. It can easily be explained by the above conditions, but something feels wrong about it. A chill down your spine, a slight pain in your side, maybe even a complete blanking of your mind, only to recede moments later. Should any of these symptoms be felt, there may be cause for worry. Our peripheral vision is designed to catch motion, even in the dark. This was used to defend against predators in our early days, and as with many aspects of our human nature, it has remained, but weakened. This view out of the corner of our eyes still alerts us to danger. And although predators have dropped on the list of dangers we may face today, they still exist. Should you ever feel that queer chill in your back, try not to focus on that shadow you saw in the corner of your eye. It might be better not to see. An odd occurrence has been rumored to happen in a certain pub at night in southwest Germany. If you sit in the stool farthest from the door, while one beside it is empty, and order a round for yourself and offer to buy one for the Baron, the bartender will, without question or expression, pour 2 beers from the tap. He'll place one beside you, and the moment the other one hits the table, the room will go dark and silent, save for the sound of footsteps as a man in uniform sits beside you. It is believed that this is indeed Captain Manfred von Richthofen, although no one is sure because they can barely see their own glass, much less the person's face. No one who's told this story has had the nerve to touch him or risk insult, and the figure does not say a word. But apparently, if you were to ask him, "So, sir, what's the condition at the front?" he would tell you startling details about the region's future and sometimes how they connect to the world as a whole. Those who lived long enough after the fact claim that these events took place the exact amount of years from the date they asked, as from the date Baron von Richthofen died in battle. Yet this cannot be confirmed because every time the figure has been asked the question after 1964, he's only replied with a cold laugh. There it goes again. Something definitely moved this time. It was very brief, but out of the corner of your eye you saw something. But wait, all the doors are locked, no pets, and your parents won't get home until 10. There's no way something moved. It's just your imagination getting the best of you. Sitting alone in your room, the only light emitting from the monitor of your computer, you stare into the darkness for several minutes, just to be sure. Now you feel silly. What were you thinking? Of course there's nothing there. What are you, 6? Go back to what you were doing. 15 minutes later, as you prepare to go to bed, you're in the bathroom. The shower curtains shift. Wait. No. Stop spooking yourself. It's just an overactive imagination, filling your head with what isn't really there. You gaze into the mirror at yourself. You say it to yourself, slowly and clearly. Imagination. With a sigh, you turn the lights off and head towards your room. Lying in bed, you stare at your ceiling, dark and foreboding. Only the motion of a small fan disturbing the calmness of the night. A shadow from the light in the hall shifts. No. No. Stop it. It's just your imagination. Just that. Go to sleep, you fool. But then, just when you're about to drift to sleep, at the phase no one remembers when they wake, You sense something in the darkness. It's your imagination leering down at you with a jagged, macabre smile. Many classic horror icons, such as Gregor's Xenomorphs, Silent Hill's Pyramid Head, and other disturbing creatures, share common characteristics. Pale skin, dark, sunken eyes, elongated faces, sharp teeth, and the like. These images inspire horror and revulsion in many, and with good reason. The characteristics shared by these faces are imprinted in the human mind. Many things frighten humans instinctively. The fear is natural and does not need to be reinforced in order to terrify. Fears are species-wide, stemming from dark times in the past when lightning could mean the burning of your tree home, thunder could be the approaching gallops of a stampede, predators could hide in darkness, and heights could make poor footing lethal. The question you have to ask yourself is this: what happened deep in the hidden eras before history began that could affect the entire human race so evenly as to give the entire species a deep, instinctual, and lasting fear of pale beings with dark, sunken eyes, razor-sharp teeth, and elongated faces? Just be careful out there. It was 4:03 in the morning, and I woke up screaming. It was my dream. In my dream, I watched everyone I ever knew or loved be killed by the creature. It had a short, fat body and long, slender arms, which ended with claws that looked more like swords than claws. Its eyes were slits that glowed red in the darkness, and its teeth were like long horns and sharp as steak knives. It looked at me before it killed them, and laughed each time before it ripped apart my loved ones with its sharp claws. How had it found us? It tricked me into letting it into my home by mimicking the voice of my father. It couldn't come in without permission, it told me, after it ripped out my mother's heart. The dream ended with the creature laughing its evil cackle and slowly walking towards me, dragging its claws on the floor. I screamed and sat up. I was in my room, in my bed, safe again. 4:03. I hear a knock at the door. I froze up instantly. "Tommy, I heard you screaming. Are you all right?" I heard my mother say. What a relief. Mom's here. "I'm fine, Mom. Just a bad dream," I replied, the relief washing over me. "Okay, honey, I got you a glass of water. Do you want it?" Mom said back to me. "Sure, come in," I said. And as those words left my mouth, I remembered that it was September, and I had moved back into my college dorm